A version of this story appeared in Pop Life Chronicles, CNN's weekly entertainment newsletter. To get it in your inbox, sign up for free here. CNN, another week, another time when the world feels like it is on fire. I have nothing witty or wise to say. Just that when it all feels too much, don't feel guilty about retreating a bit into TV, movies, music, books or whatever makes you happy. Because these days, self-care feels like an act of revolution. 3 things to watch. The Tourist. Jamie Dornan stars as a man who loses his memory after an accident in The Tourist. Jamie Dornan has been turning in some great work these past few years. Whether as the sexy serial killer in the series The Fall or in the role of Pa in the Oscar-nominated Belfast, he seems to bring it every time. In The Tourist, Dornan stars as a man who wakes up from a horrible car accident with no memory. And attempting to discover who he is leads to not only some danger, but also more questions. The thriller is currently streaming on HBO Max, which is owned by CNN's parent company. Worst Roommate Ever. Thought you had it bad? Wait till you check out Worst Roommate Ever on Netflix. Netflix has definitely established itself as the sweet spot when it comes to true crime. The latest involves squatters, con artists and killers who, as it turns out, don't at all make good roommates. If you thought that person you lived with who was always late with the rent or ate your leftovers was a nightmare, think again. The limited series is streaming now. West Side Story. Rachel Zegler stars as Maria in West Side Story. There is still time to watch the Oscar-nominated films. The West Side Story remake arrives on streaming this week for those who are either into musicals or itching to see how this one stacks up against the 1961 original. The new film is directed by Steven Spielberg and could make history if Ariana DeBose wins the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress, given that not only is she an openly queer, Afro-Latina performer, but Latina Rita Moreno, who also appears in the remake, won that award for the same role in the original. West Side Story is streaming on Disney. 2 things to listen to. Erica Alexander attends the 53rd NAACP Image Awards live show screening on February 26 in LA. Kevin Hart and Charlamagne tha God have teamed with actor and activist Erica Alexander to bring attention to missing Black women and girls. Alexander is hosting a podcast, Finding Tamika, which features the case of Tamika Houston, a 24-year-old Black woman from Spartanburg, South Carolina, who went missing in 2004. Her case became a rallying cry for other missing Black women in America and led to a growing demand to expose a system that ignores missing girls and women of color. The podcast is being presented by Hart and Charlamagne tha God's SBH Productions and is playing on Audible. Dolly Parton performs at the 2021 Kiss Breast Cancer Goodbye concert at CMA Theater at the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum on October 24, 2021, in Nashville, Tennessee. Spotify has launched a bookcast tied to Dolly Parton and James Patterson's Run, Rose, Run. The country legend has teamed up with author Patterson for the novel about an aspiring female artist who goes to Nashville to pursue a career in music. The bookcast will combine excerpts of their co-authored fiction novel with its original soundtrack written, produced, and recorded by Parton, according to a press release from Spotify. Episodes are already out, with the final episodes being released by March 7th. One thing to talk about. From Left, Rihanna and A$AP Rocky attend the Off-White Women's Wear Fall/Winter 2022-2023 show as part of Paris Fashion Week on February 28. Rihanna's pregnancy goals, even if you aren't planning on having a baby. She and boyfriend, baby daddy rapper A$AP Rocky have been out and about since going public in January with the news that they are expecting a child together. No surprise that Rihanna, who is a fashion mogul, has been photographed all over in beautiful outfits that fully show off her baby bump. Her man told Extra TV that he's never seen a female look so beautiful pregnant, and who can disagree with him? Cheers to one of the already best-dressed celebrity babies ever. Something to sip on. A protester holds a Ukrainian flag during a rally in front of the White House on February 28 in Washington, D.C. It feels like the world has rallied around Ukraine in the face of the country being invaded by Russia. That includes the creative community. From the attendees at the recent Screen Actors Guild Awards in California to the artists who have canceled their concerts in Russia, the message has been loud and clear. Support for the country besieged by Russian forces incurring loss of life and destruction. As heartbreaking footage and images continue to come out of Ukraine, any sanctions or actions of support feel like the very least the rest of us can do.